Guys, welcome back for whoever's watching and listening. Alright, so the reason I'm making the video, again, I had another dream maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and I didn't think it meant anything. I was like, whoa, what was that about, right? But then again, I had a shower in the morning and I had a download that there was a deeper message, so I started to get, I started to decode the dream naturally, and I try to hold it off for maybe, I just woke up and had a shower, and then I got re-guided to follow up and actually deliver the message as I believe it was meant to be delivered based on this dream that I had. So this message is going to be for some of you, not for everybody, whoever it resonates with. It will most likely resonate with people who, are aligned with their spirituality very deeply, people that are aware that they have had a spiritual experience since birth, people that have faced many challenges as well on their spiritual journey. So yeah, so I'm gonna obviously deliver the message naturally without forcing anything. And yeah, since I got a nudge again to do it. So first, let's get a little harmonics in here, although there's something vibrating here. Yeah, that's better. I gotta stop before Spike comes and starts singing. Alright, on to the message. Yeah, that's good. So, like I said, it won't resonate with everybody. If you're here on my channel for the practical application of music and spirituality is not something that you align with or associate with, that's okay as well. You could skip the message altogether and just enjoy the music. Right? So the dream was like this, right? Dreams could go, they appear really fast, but it was quite detailed and actually quite long. So now imagine some sort of a, I don't know, circular, not like a honeycomb, but it was like a cone. It was like a giant cone, like almost like a skyscraper cone, right? And it had levels. It was all divided into all these levels, right? And each level was slightly bigger, but it was kind of like round. Like imagine a giant cheese, a cheese roll, and each of these giant cheese rolls was separated by levels, one on top of each other, and the biggest one is down below, and it would go up almost like a pyramid, right? And each of these cheese cones represents like a chamber, represents like a circular, like almost like if if you've imagined the auric field of people, you've seen the images and kind of forgot the actual name of it, tortoise field, something like that. You know what I'm talking about. Either way, it kind of reminded me of that. And what I got from the dream, the message that I got to deliver is that each of these chambers represented a stage of your life, beginning with your youth at the top, which is, you think it's counterintuitive. It's like, why would you start at the top when you're born, right? So this is the crazy part of the dream. So that's why I'm going to interpret it exactly how I'm being guided to naturally right now. I'm going to channel it as best as I can without, just trying to disregard all 3D elements out of this, just so I could communicate, from the dream world and the special meaning of it. So, yeah, so it's the dream starts at the top in the smallest chamber, I guess, when you're young, and it represents you going deeper and deeper on your spiritual path, which would make sense now, right? As you go deeper, you're not going up, you're actually going deeper, right? So you're going deeper down each time, and so that's basically the representation of this pyramidal cone full of these chambers, stages of your life, maybe even tests, trials, part of your path. And each time you pass one of these chambers, your spirituality has deepened, your spirit has deepened, your abilities, your awareness has deepened, your life path has progressed this way. So the interesting part about the dream, right, and this obviously has to do with God wanting someone to hear this message, because you might resonate with it and this will make some sense to you, even potentially offer healing insights, but take it as it resonates, right? So what I saw in each chamber, and the dream, I experienced it from my perspective. So I actually align with the dream as well. So it might resonate with many as well, it might not, regardless. So in the dream, I'm the main character seeing this dream, right? But you know, take it as it resonates, apply it to your own journey, visualize it, be creative in how you take it. So in each of these chambers, there was an element of danger. There was an element of fear, even a little bit of fear. But it wasn't coming from within myself. There was always other, I wouldn't say entities. There was always other elements, other beings, other energies in each of these chambers, and it was like, it felt like the entire thing was like some sort of a run, right? And it's like they were almost like hunters in every one of these, not necessarily looking like hunters with rifles and things like that, but it was the energy that was very significant. It was the energy that was very significant. And you know, I felt like the deeper I started to go, the more intense these energies became, right? And that could signify, and this is what I'm hearing right now, that could signify, as you went deeper into awakening your spiritual awareness, you know, the level of resistance against that, the level of attack, which was coming from people, energies, people in your life. Could be family, could be friends, could be lovers, you know, it could be principalities, as they say, it could be so many things, right? And you know, and it just, every chamber had some sort of an element of danger. Every chamber had these energies, and they all had these intentions to cast fear, doubt. You know, they wanted to minimize this progression, this diving deeper. This isn't, you know, you would think ascending higher in your spiritual path would be going up, but in this dream it's reversed, right? As above, so below, as they say. In this dream it's completely reversed, and you're actually going down, but you're going deeper and deeper, and each chamber is expanding as well. So you're actually growing and, you know, becoming more aware. So this could represent your aura expanding, right? Like I said, it reminded me of that. So I'm being called to mention that. So yeah, your energy, your spirituality, the deeper you go, it's just expanding. It's becoming bigger, larger, and more powerful. And that's why in each of these chambers, these energies are either sent or they're waiting on these levels, and these deeper levels for you, trying to prevent you from getting larger than life, larger than them. I don't even know what purpose they serve. And most likely, if this is people, they serve a purpose because they're also inside their own cone, their own path journey, right? And maybe some of these energies, they stay in these auric fields while you go deeper and deeper. Not everybody goes deeper and deeper, you see what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm strongly being called to mention. And you know, it's like, so no matter what energies were used or play their role to cause you this fear, to try to minimize it, to try to prevent this deepening of your soul, this deepening of your energy, this deepening of your aura, your strength, your pull, your magnetism, right? It's like they were on their own journey, they were on their own path, they were serving their own purpose, they were going through their own test to see if they could get deeper and deeper. And let me tell you this, a lot of these energies some of these energies stayed at the very top. Some of these energies maybe made it somewhere and stayed, depending, because they most likely interacted with another cone energy field, and if the fear, doubt, and the pain or whatever was being you know, pushed, you know, it affected them and they stayed behind. And you've seen this a lot, you know, it's like, you know, people could age in their body, but in their mind, soul, and even their aura hasn't changed much, or they might, you know, and this isn't to judge anybody, everyone's on the same path, right? This is just all symbolic and interpreting the dream and this entire cone structure of deepening. And like I said, it's very important to realize that this represents, each level represents the growing of your soul and the deepening of your abilities, and basically more spiritual power being available to you, your consciousness being expanded with each level. So okay, I think you're following now, right? Interesting dream, right? And that's why I was being nudged double time. I even tried to abandon this message, and I'm like, people are not gonna want to hear this, right? But then I got nudged again. It's like, hey, you need to deliver that message, and I can't ignore that. You know, if I'm being called to make the message, I'm just gonna make it. I don't really care who and what thinks what of it, right? And I know it's gonna resonate to a lot of people. I know people are gonna appreciate it. So thank you for listening. Because many of us are in the same journey, whether believe it or not. It doesn't matter if it looks like I'm describing it. This is symbolic. This is what I'm being guided to use my creative mind and creative visual, so that there could be some understanding on the paths, layers, so that you will be able to relate it to your life path, right? Potentially, if it resonates, right? So it just kept getting more intense. That's why I'm moving forward now. It kept getting more intense with each level, right? The attacks, there's a hunt, there's running, and I remember running around the chambers. Sometimes I would be in one chamber and I would run around a lot, and I would have to dodge, and there was even fighting. Like I even had to do some defending, but nothing really aggressive. So mostly dodging, observing, taking on the feeling, but yet still managing to find a way through. This is significant. Still managing to find a way through, and boom, I'm in the bigger, better chamber. This is extremely significant here, and it's just coming to me right now as I'm going with it. You know, it's not like I pre-written the message, and you know, I asked God to let me channel it correctly, how it needs to be, you know, for the full resonance, for the message that needs to be delivered for somebody, right? So what this tells me right off the bat, now that I'm analyzing what I just said, what this tells me right off the bat is you're somebody who rarely retaliated against people. You are somebody who avoided violence. You are somebody who avoided being nasty to people. You have somebody who avoided hurting others. You have somebody who tolerated a lot of abuse, a lot of disrespect, a lot of ganging up, a lot of energies that you loved and trusted, a lot of energy that you love and trusted to the point where, you know, you were shocked. You were shocked by some of the things that were directed at you in each one of these phases, right? And remember, it's like the goal of it was to keep you in that phase, or even worse, to pop you back up into a smaller chamber, right? And that just came to me as well. And, you know, so this is what I'm noticing right off the bat, because it correlates with my dream. And I know it doesn't resonate only with me. It's gonna resonate with somebody. So you're somebody who just, and this is how you were able to find a way through, to go deeper and deeper. It doesn't mean that every one of these stages didn't affect you, it didn't hurt you. It certainly did, and this is what God's telling me to get through here as well, because there's a significant ending. You're gonna love this ending. It's so symbolic, it's so powerful, it's magical, it's divine, it's nothing to joke about, you know. And like, I'm getting emotional just thinking about the ending of this dream and just what it signifies and what the core message is for people. So okay, so this is how you manage to keep expanding, to keep going deeper and deeper on your path, is by, first of all, you know, alchemizing all this energy. You didn't allow it to first of all keep you trapped in there. You were still looking for a way out. You're like, okay, I want to get away from this energy. This isn't me. I don't resonate with this. I want to get out. So you're running around this chamber, this auric field chamber, on whatever depth you're here already, right? I'm talking, this is already progressed. And that's how you manage to, because instead of getting drawn back into either harsh defense or into a bloody war, you didn't get trapped in those segments. It doesn't mean you enjoyed it, right? You didn't get trapped, and you somehow found a way to go deeper. You somehow, again, the same process, and it kept occurring to you throughout your entire life, right? And so I might as well start getting to the end of it, because the message is being drawn out, but I guess I felt like I needed to be detailed here. And so we come to this other chamber, and it's like the biggest chamber so far. Now, it doesn't mean it's the biggest chambers. It doesn't mean wherever you are on your path, you're at the biggest chamber. Any one of us could be anywhere up and down this infinite expanding structure, let's just say, all right? So you know, take it as it resonates, right? So maybe this doesn't resonate with you at all. Maybe you don't resonate with a spiritual path, but if it does, you're somewhere along this path, and you might be still facing in this stage of your life some of these energies, but you're like, no, this is not me. No, this is not my energy. No, I don't relate and I don't resonate. I know what I resonate with, and you're not giving up. You're like, you know what? Maybe the deeper chamber, that's where I'm gonna come there, and there's gonna be peace. There's gonna be love. There's gonna be understanding. There's gonna be expansion. There's gonna be someone in the same chamber, right? Someone in this, but like it's set up. It looks like it's set up in this way on purpose. And I'm being guided to say that it's more like a test, not just a test of your character, a test of your awareness, the test of how deep you want to go. It's like you're being tested. How deep do you want to go? Or do you just feel like lounging in one of these chambers, right? So it's like, are you going to find a way deeper? Or are you going to stop somewhere and just get comfortable and just be like, this chamber is comfy. I'm just going to chill right here in this chamber, right? So that's just symbolic. So I get in my dream, it's me, right? But take it as it resonates. Remember, this is symbolic. So I got to the last chamber, and the attacks just got even more intense. It's like the most intense. It just felt, there was definitely an element of fear. Like I wasn't very afraid, but I felt like, oh, this is so annoying. Why are these energies all around me? Why are they trying to hurt me? Why are they trying to stop me? Why are they trying to prevent me? Why aren't they in alignment? Why are they behaving this way? What is this crap, right? And it was danger, like okay, I felt like, yeah, these energies, they literally had intent to just completely destroy, like harm. Like this chamber was the biggest one I've gotten in this dream, and it's like the enemies or the perceived threat, it was intense. I mean, it was just, yeah, it was like lacking heart, lacking thought, lacking mind, lacking compassion, lacking soul. And you know, I guess this also could represent that, you know, people that choose like a lower vibration or an absence of being conscious, or first of all rejecting God, and however that means. This doesn't mean religion, right? Relationship with God, for example, they also go deeper, but they go deeper and are kind of used. They're pretty much used for each of these other deepening chambers, for the energies that are actually getting deeper and are not on the same path as you know. So what it really means is that there's a reason for that, you know, as they say, new levels, new devils. So I guess when you enter a deeper level, there's a much deeper adversary to push you, right? So yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me now that I'm thinking about it. And so this is the craziest part. I'm finally getting to it. Sorry, I went pop, 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 pop. But hey, that was the message, and I needed to deliver it that way. And I didn't want to sugarcoat it. I didn't want to leave anything out. If I felt like I have to go into detail, then I'm going to go into detail. You're welcome to skip the message now, or not even watch it, whatever. If you're here though, you're definitely tuned in and clued in, and this could be for you. If you made it to 19 minutes, this is definitely a message that will resonate with you. Because the people who won't resonate with, they'll be like, what is this person talking about? This nonsense, this spiritual stuff or whatever, right? But hey, to each their own. That's why at the beginning I said, you know, if you're here for just practical reasons, that's okay too. No one's judging anybody. It's all good. How people choose to perceive reality, their beliefs, and what they want is fine. This is a message for certain people. So this is what happened in the last chamber, right? I was just so fed up. You know, in the dream, I was just so fed up with what was occurring, with this danger, with these people chasing me, with these energies chasing me. And, you know, I may have even stumbled in the dream, and I fell back and I was on my back, and these energies ran up to me. They ran up to me, and they were like, I don't know what they had. Like, it's kind of vague, but I know, I felt it, right? I know what I was experiencing. They had weapons. Their face was just full of vicious anger, and it's like, this was the craziest ending of the dream. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, because I think there's a deeper message at the end. And I was like, you know what? I just got sick of it. I just got sick of it. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna just do what you want. Just do what you gotta do. I'm gonna let. I remember thinking, you know what? I'm not gonna run anymore from this. I'm gonna let God assist me. Whatever God desires for me, that's what's gonna occur. So I just released. I just said, okay, whatever. I'm not running, and I'm still not gonna, okay, this is it. This is just came in, guys. The significance of it is extremely important, and I just got the message, all right? The significance is that I had every right and I had every opportunity to get up and smash these energies. I could have just smashed them. I could have fought but instead I'm like, you know what? Just go ahead. This is the significant part of the message, and I let it to God. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna retaliate. I'm not gonna turn into these monsters or whatever. This is symbolic, you guys. Don't automatically associate it with the 3D stuff. This is a symbolic, energetic, spiritual, right? And this just came in. So this is an example of how you have chosen not to hurt people in return, especially these energies that were trying to keep you in these smaller chambers. You continued finding your way deeper and deeper, expanding. But check this out. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm still not gonna fight back. I'm gonna let God handle this, right? This is so significant, because you may have experienced this big chamber I'm talking about in this event very recently. I'm feeling for many of us, myself and you. Anyways, I let it go. And guess what happened? As they all came to strike me, there was like five, six, there was just a horde of these energies. And they all came to strike me, and guess what happened? And I just laid there. I was just laying there looking at them, and I'm like, all right, well, this is, whatever, I surrender. I'm not gonna fight you guys. I'm not gonna get sucked in. I'm not gonna turn into this viciousness, and I'm okay with that. And guess what happened? Guys, guess what happened? As soon as they came down, I'm telling you, from all around me, I don't know where it was coming from, the chamber itself, these energies got popped, like, they just started getting turned into dust, like, they got annihilated. It was like these, not machine guns, not guns, not physical guns, it was these like white, I guess white flying, like sharp flying white things, energetically speaking, right? And they just got torn apart. They got demolished. And I just laid there, and I'm like, whoa, there's no danger here. I mean, I got protected. So this is what happened, you guys. Atiyan, hey Spikey, come here. Just give me 5 minutes. We're gonna go out. Don't sniff the camera. Come, boy. Oh, Spikey wants to come and say hi. Come here, boy. Come. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut the message short. So come on, boy. Come say hi. Come here. Here, boy. Isn't he sweet, you guys? My big boy. He's a good boy. Daddy's making him wait. So yeah, let me finish the message and we'll go. So what I'm getting here is, first of all, God is letting you guys know you have no idea how protected you are. You have no idea. Like, if there was energies you weren't aware of at this new level that were doing these to you, these energies are getting annihilated by your protection. I mean, these shots were coming from every direction. I don't know how protected you are, whoever I'm talking with, but this is very symbolic. This protection only comes to you because of how you've chosen to not just deepen your mind, deepen your soul, and continue finding peaceful ways to get to a deeper level in your life. This is so significant, right? And another thing I'm hearing is like God's letting you know that, it's like, it's okay to feel safer. It's okay to feel safer. It's okay to open up to people. It's okay, like, you're at a new level. You're a new. This was the significance of a dream. So forever this resonates with. So you might be associating all of these trials to new things on your highest timeline right now, right? And you might be hesitant. You might be, because you've been tested and challenged your entire life, collective, whoever I'm talking with. This has occurred to you your entire life, and this is everything to do with your connection to God's spirituality and how you decided to walk. You could have a special purpose in life. You could resonate with that. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It could look like anything, right? Just being kind could be a special purpose. Going out of your way doesn't mean you talk about it, right? You just do it on purpose. You consciously do it. I'm gonna let Spiky. No, you can't go out, Spiky. Just wait. I'm almost done. And yeah. So the significance of the message is that you're highly protected. You're highly protected. At these new levels, you don't have to run anymore. You could be yourself. You could express yourself. You could feel safe. Whoever you are, all right? I don't want to mislead anyone who doesn't, for example, resonate with this level of protection or this path, so take it as it resonates. But whoever you are, whoever this really resonates deeply, you are so protected, and God's letting you know that it's okay to open up. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to feel at peace. It's okay to express yourself. You don't have to be afraid. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what level you are. Understand the opposing energy is there doing its purpose, being tested in its own right. You don't have to carry the burden of these energies. You don't have to care about what they're dealing with, why they're acting or directing that energy at you. You just have to worry about your own path and your own expansion and your own growth. And from what I see, is you've done really well to avoid being sucked into it and being trapped in one of these smaller chambers. And you're continuing to grow and expand. So the sky's the limit for you, collective, now that you know that it's almost giving the vibe of the danger is past, the danger is gone. It's like you could proudly walk knowing that, hey, moving forward, it's like these energies even attempt, you might not even know them. They could be people from all around you saw what I saw in a dream was extremely significant. It was just letting me know that, wow, I didn't have to even run. And what I did was I trusted God. I was like, you know what? I'm still not going to turn into this crappy energy, and I'm trusting you. And if it takes me out, it takes me out. But at least I'll go out feeling a certain way, being a certain way, choosing a certain path. And that's the significance of it. And what I saw was miraculously amazing. This was boom, boom. These energies got shredded. So, and that was significant of the protection that you carry. So, if you're still having issues expressing yourself, if you're still resonating with some of these previous chambers and the energies and the people, places and things, lovers, municipalities, whatever, you're entering a new phase, and you need to trust God. You need to trust God. You need to allow Him to fight your battles even more so. You need to feel the level of protection. I'm being guided to say that you will feel more confident because of it. You will feel more. And this is not for people who haven't done the work on themselves. This is not for people who haven't chose right. This is for people who, in almost every stage, did their very best to find their way to a deeper place. They were never stuck in any kind of vibration. They kept growing and expanding, and this could have taken you a whole lifetime, right? So this will not resonate for everyone. So don't be delusional and assume that you have protection if you haven't done anything, if you don't even associate with a spiritual path. This is for people that I know will feel this on a soul level. Even if my words don't make much sense, they will feel it. It will resonate. That's how resonance works. That's how vibration works. That's how thought intertwines. That's how God's realm works, right? You will feel the truth as something because it will resonate with you, because my words are just words, but the message is a vision. It's a resonance. It's a frequency. So this might resonate with you guys. I'm being told to tell you that you're loved and protected. And it's okay. It's safe to be yourself. It's safe to pursue what you want. It's safe to feel good. It's okay that you chose the path. You're not weak. You're stronger. You got an aura that's exploding right now. Keep going deeper. Keep expanding. And you might face more of this, but now you're facing it knowing that you have a significant level of protection. So hopefully this might alleviate some some fears and doubts that you have moving forward into this timeline. The world is not the same. Things are not the same. Collective, for some of us, things will never be the same. For some of us, you're in your highest level, in your highest timeline, and you have the highest level of protection because of making it this far. So, it doesn't mean you won't be tested again in the next chamber. I don't know how many chambers there are. I wasn't blessed with seeing how far it goes and where it leads. Right? So, but I'm just saying, it was quite an interesting dream. It came to me in a span of a flash, but I was guided to basically deliver a full message out of it. And I think it has some significance for somebody out there. Guys, that's it. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything else. I think you got the core message out of it. I think it was important for somebody. Let go of any resonance from the old chambers if you're still worrying, because in the dream I was repeating similar things. I was repeating, the need to run. I was repeating the need to hide. I was hiding behind certain elements, right? And until I got so sick of it. And then I realized, after all, I'm heavily protected. Come try it. Just come try it. Watch those watch what happens. And this is so powerful, this message, I feel, for somebody. This will resonate for somebody. I know, even if it's for a few people, this is going to be significant for somebody. So guys, that's the message. And, I hope you open up your heart to God, to yourself, to your new level, to your new aura. Be prepared to be tested all over again, but be confident, be bold. Know that you have heavy protection in your life, over your path, for your choices, for not choosing to be stagnant, for choosing to go deeper, for choosing to expand your consciousness, for expanding your mind, your heart, everything. Your entire being is, even though it's counterintuitive, it's like you're going down, but you're going deeper. You're becoming a much deeper being in the realm. And it's beautiful, and God loves it too. And that's why the message came that way. It's like, you're not walking unprotected. So, in this new phase, you need to open up your heart, and you need to fully embrace what you have chosen to become. And you may have made a few of these changes recently, the most significant changes that that were hard to make, changes that you ignored. You may have been on a spiritual path and you may have ignored certain elements, but I feel like many of us, or many of you, have tightened it up. There were significant things that happened to you in recent time that have completely tightened up and completely catapulted you to this deeper level, where you finally said, I'm tired of the fear, I'm tired of these shitty energies coming at me, right? And you just let go and let God. And what happened? Boom. Maybe it was a group of angels, maybe it was God himself, maybe it was so significant. All of these attacks were annihilated. They were just destroyed. I'm talking, there's no recovery. They weren't scared off. They were ripped into shreds. This is energetically, symbolically. They were stripped of all their intent and power. So yeah, and I think I gotta get ready to go with Spike. So guys, I bid you farewell, journey well, God bless.